Hello, friends, and welcome back to Malicious Compliance Stories. Initially, I thought the guy in our first story just wanted his insurance to pay more to be a butt to them, but the later dialogue proved he's just stupid. But before we begin, don't forget to subscribe to our channel if you're new here and turn on notifications so you don't miss a new video every single day. Here we go. 3,200 is less than 3,600. And somehow I need to explain this. My most recent place of employment was a small personal injury law firm. My job there was mainly to help clients talk to their auto insurance companies and body shops and get their cars fixed. We handled a lot of car accident cases. A lot of clients have a lot of questions about the process, and I don't mind because I get that they're upset and out of a car, and the insurance claim process can be a complicated one, and most people don't have any experience dealing with them. But sometimes people would just ask the most dumb butt questions, and this man was one of the dumbest. So for some background, the insurance company, IC henceforth, here agreed to pay for 85% of the damages, while the client paid for the remaining 15%. The client had been made aware of this multiple times and was okay with that. I get a call from the IC one day saying that the body shop was ready to take the client, and they got the total repair estimate reduced from $3.6K to $3.2K. They send me a copy of the estimate, and I call the shop to confirm this. The shop confirms that they've agreed to the price reduction and will repair the client's car in full for $3.2K. Great news, right? I call the client with what I think is great news. Me. Hi, client. I just want to let you know that the shop is ready for you to bring your car in. Also, the estimate has been reduced to $3.2K. Client. I thought it was $3.6K. Me. Yes, but the IC got the shop to reduce their price to $3.2K. Don't worry, I confirmed with the shop that they'd be repairing your car in full for that price. C. No, I don't want that. I want it to be $3.6K. Me. You want the estimate to be higher? C. Yes, I want the IC to pay more. At this point, I figured that maybe the client was confused and thought that the IC was originally paying $3.6K out of the bill and was now only paying $3.2K. So I tried to clear it up. Me. I'm not sure if we're on the same page here. I meant that the grand total of the bill has been reduced from $3.6K to $3.2K, so the insurance company is paying 85% of the $3.2K, and you'll be paying 15% of $3.2K. C. So the IC is paying less now? Me. Yes, but you will also be paying less. C. I don't want the IC to pay less. I want them to pay more. Me. If the IC pays more by using the $3.6K estimate, which they will not, then you will also have to pay more. So it's in your best interest for them to use the $3.2K estimate. C. But then they'll be paying less. I don't want them to pay less. I want them to pay more. Ladies and gentlemen, at this point, I was losing it. Fortunately, the attorneys have allowed us to get a certain level of sharp and snappy with clients who are being difficult, and normally, I'm a very patient and sympathetic person when it comes to clients, but explaining basic mathematics to a 30-something-year-old man is one of the things that will break that patience. Me. Yes, but you will also be paying less. C. How would I be paying less? Me. Because $3,200 is less than $3,600. C. So the IC will be paying less. Me. So will you. C. You're not making any sense. How will I be paying less? Tell me. Tell me how I will be paying less. Me. So 15% of $3,600 is $540. And 15% of $3,200 is $480. And $480 is less than $540. C. Where are you getting this 15% from? Me. You're paying 15% of the bill, remember? C. Why am I paying 15%? Since when? Nobody told me about this. Me. Since like 2 weeks ago? And coworker has definitely told you multiple times. I told you about it like 10 minutes ago. I also told you yesterday. C. This is ridiculous. I want to talk to coworker. Coworker was a girl who had a tendency to come in at whatever time she chose. Sometimes she'd show up at 8 like the rest of us. Sometimes she'd waltz in at 10:30. Sometimes she'd come in after lunch. Sometimes she wouldn't come in at all, and I rarely get any notice about it. Why she was never fired for this, I don't know. Me. Coworker's not in yet. I would have offered to take a message here, but he was being difficult as hell, so I decided to be minimally helpful in turn. C. Well, when's she coming in? Me. I'm not too sure. C. Is she coming in today at all? Me. I don't know. C. Do you even work in the same office? Me. Yes. C. Fine. I'll be calling back in 10 minutes to speak to coworker. Me. You're free to do so, but I cannot guarantee that she'll be here in 10 minutes. C. So you don't know what time she's coming in, and you don't know if she's coming in today. Do you know anything at all? Bold words from a man who doesn't know how numbers work. I finally offered to take a message, and I thought that would be the end of it until 10 minutes later. C calling in. Hi, I'm client. I'd like to speak to coworker, please. Me. She's still not here. And our second story. Entitled mom tries to make me pay for her food after she cut the line. Backstory. Me and my friend were hanging out at a shopping center. We went and watched a movie and got hungry after, so we got a bite to eat at the food court. I went to the sushi bar line and my friend went over to another Asian shop to get some chicken. I'm in the line choosing what I want, and in comes the EM. Key. EM, entitled mother. Me, W1, worker 1. W2, worker 2. F, friend. HP, helpful person. At first, there wasn't much interaction between us, just her 4 kids being little craps and rolling around, being loud and fighting. The couple in front of me grab their food and leave. EM tells her kids to go sit at a table nearby and wait for their food. It was my turn, and before I could say a word, EM jumps in, and it goes like this. EM. Hi, can I get some... Me. Sorry, but I was here before you. I have a small order anyways. I was only getting one. EM. Excuse me, have some respect for adults, and especially for a mother. I was honestly shocked because this was my first time encountering an EM. Me. I understand that, but I was first, and I'm only getting some sushi. The whole time, worker 1 is just there. EM. Stop being disrespectful. You have no authority over me, kid. At this point, I was boiling. When I get angry, I have this temptation to just hit someone, and this woman was about to turn that from a temptation to an action. I let her go before me, and after 15 minutes of preparing all her food, she turns back to me. EM. Okay, now pay for it. Me. Wait, me? EM. Who else has enough money lying around to do whatever they want? I'm assuming she saw my $30 when I was putting my change away. Her total was $42 or something. Me, fuming. I don't even have enough money to pay for that. EM. Yeah, shut up and have some respect for a struggling mother. You can get that money anytime you want. Me. No, you will pay for your food and get out of my way. EM. Who do you think you are? I can have you arrested right now. Me. Go for it. EM grabs her food and leaves, or as I think. Me orders my food, pays, and goes for my food. EM jumps and grabs my food, jogging away. Me. Don't touch my food, you entitled bee. I run after her and take the plastic container out of her hands. EM. Help! This punk just assaulted me and is trying to take my food. She drops to the floor, pretending to cry. It was the worst fake cry ever. Helpful person. What's happening? Me. She took my food off the counter of food place. Somehow got my word in. EM. He's trying to take my children's food. Have him arrested. My friend runs over and sees what happened. F. Leave him alone, you weirdo. EM. He took my food, screams at the top of her lungs. F. What happened? Me. She took my food that I paid for. EM. He's trying to make my children starve. He's taking it out of their mouths. She gets up and tries to take my wallet and phone out of my pocket. I manage to stop her. Single security person saw it and runs over. They stop her from going anywhere and keep us right next to them for a while, HP, F, and all. I realize this just got hella serious because this is now a case of proper attempted theft. The police arrive. New people. S, security. P1, policeman. P2, policewoman. P1 reviewing the cameras. They catch every moment but no audio. The video is definitely enough evidence. S1, that's enough for a trial. EM silently realizes she's effed. P2, All right, madam, you're being arrested for attempted theft and attempted assault, as well as other charges that the dumb butt writing this story can't remember. EM, you can't do this to me. I have a family and children. This punk assaulted me and took food from my children. P2, we have all the evidence right here. The magical shining metal of the handcuffs come down on our arms and lock in with the most relieving sound ever. F, thank the Lord. Me, that was stupid as... Did that even happen? By this time, HP had left the scene and was smiling at us from his table. EM starts using words that she definitely shouldn't use in a public center, and then out of nowhere, shoots a glob of saliva in the officer's face. They get hella rough with her, and now she regrets it. The last thing we hear from her is a real cry. And our last story. I don't want to share a lost family treasure. So I, 26-year-old male, recently bought out my cousins and siblings' shares in our ancestral family home. My family's lived here since the 1920s. It's on a lake, and my wife and I plan on using it as a vacation home and rent it out on Airbnb. The home needs a lot of work as it hasn't been maintained. Before we bought it, we asked everyone to come and take what they wanted. This house was filled with decades of stuff. They took what they wanted, and that was the end of it. As we begun demoing an upstairs bedroom, we found a loose floorboard after removing some carpet. Under the floorboard, we found a metal box with an old lock on it and a coffee can filled with old coins. We cut the lock and found about $2,000 in bills from the 1960s, a pocket watch, gold cufflinks, ruby earrings, a sapphire and diamond bracelet, and a pearl necklace. Based off this, we think it belonged to my great-grandparents who died in an accident in 1963. I called my mother and told her what we found. She was shocked. My great-grandfather didn't trust banks, and he had hidden valuables all over the place. Apparently, a lot of people did this after the Great Depression. My mother thought they'd found everything. She's now asking that we hand it all over, and it's all to be sold and split between the family members. I said I'd give them the cash and the antique coins, but I'd like to hold on to the jewelry to pass on to my future children. My mother has said that my siblings need the money because they're both unemployed. She considers what I found family property. Legally, I purchased everything in the house, so I think I'm covered. My mom and uncle are saying we cannot come to Christmas if we don't hand it over. Well, they sold their share of the house for money. It's not theirs to claim. Hey guys, thank you all for watching the video. I'll see you in the next one.